What's up, y'all? This is Stacy, half of Changing the Narrative, and I'm using this as my therapy. I like to talk, so why not talk to you guys? Typically, I don't have a topic when I come on, I just want to talk. But today, I think I want to talk about street justice. You know, um, the link is in the chats if you want to join. But I want to talk about street justice because y'all know in America a lot of stuff happens, and it's not a lot of repercussions. At least not to our likings. So I want to know what you guys do when things happen in SA as far as with the criminals. I heard the tire being burnt around folks' necks, and I want to know more about the street justice in SA. And of course, I'm gonna need some of you guys to tell me that because I don't know. So if you want to get on and tell me a little bit about the street justice, please do, because I'm very interested. I think it was yesterday, a young rapper got killed. He was 30 years old. His name is PNB Rock. I never heard of him. And but that doesn't matter. He's still a young black man, 30 years old, got killed. He was being robbed, and then I guess he got killed while he was being robbed. And that's sad. But what's even more sadder is this. He had a 9-year-old daughter. How you want to explain that to a 9-year-old? You know what I mean? So, and I don't know to what extent the case is at right now as far as, anybody being held accountable. But if history continues to repeat itself, nothing's probably going to happen, and this is America. This is America. So, topic of the day is street justice. We can go on and on and on about what happens in America as far as rappers getting killed or innocent bystanders getting killed. It happens every day. It happens every day. I'm glad a lot of you guys are seeing it now, because at one point, I think you guys thought that we was over here balling out of control and living our best lives. And, this basketball player said something a couple of days ago on Facebook. He said, one of the biggest overlooked blessings is leaving your house and coming back to your house safely. That's very true. Because a lot of people don't leave home and make it back home. So I want to know about street justice in SA. Can somebody please explain it to me? That's what today's discussion is about. I need to know, because we might need to bring some of that over here in America. I don't know. So please, somebody jump on and tell me what this street justice is about, besides the burning of the tire. That caught me off guard last week. That really caught me off guard last week. And I'm sorry for missing yesterday. I had a doctor's appointment that I forgot about. And everything turned out pretty good. I get my results back next week. On Tuesday at 4:30, I get my results back of what happened yesterday and last week. But again, the people that just getting on, the 8 people that just saw now, today's discussion is street justice in SA. And I need somebody to tell me about it. Street justice in SA. Somebody need to explain what happens when certain things happen in situations, and you guys gotta be the judge, the juror, the police, everything. What's going to happen? So, but yeah, my appointment went good yesterday. I'll let you guys know next week the results. Good afternoon, Lucky. Lucky, can you explain to me street justice in SA? If you can, please do. Please do. So this is going to be an interesting topic, especially for the Americans. I even actually reached out to a few of my American friends and told them, yo, today we want to see what actually happens. You know, I remember I heard a story that sometimes people's phones gets taken, and if you're the right person, you might get your phone back. You might get your phone back because the people's gonna, if they like you, if they mess with you, I don't know to what extent, but you might get your phone back. I remember when we was in SA, Red lost her phone twice. She lost her phone at I think it was at some kind of grocery store. She was in the bathroom and she left her phone in the bathroom. And she called her back, and someone finally brought her phone back. We was very happy. And she got the phone back. If that was here in the States, oh, hell nah, man. That phone would have been gone. Then another situation happened. We was in an Uber. We was leaving. We was in Santon, Bull Run. We was at Bull Run. You're ready to go eating sand. Just got dropped off the Uber. And a minute out of the Uber, she looking for her phone. She left her phone inside the Uber. Calling the Uber driver, calling the company Uber, I guess it was, emailing, all of that. The next day or something like that, I had to go buy her a new phone. So yeah, today's topic is SA and street justice, mob justice, whatever you want to call it. Somebody jump on in and let me know what this is about, because I need to know. So I'm waiting. Like I said, I normally don't have any topic of discussions. We just get on here and we talk, and the conversation normally, Red said it was a gift. Okay. It was an expensive gift. And we normally just get on here and we talk, and the conversation takes its own shape. So I'm waiting for it to take shape on mob street justice in South Africa. Waiting. Red, you need to come show your face. She's right in the room, y'all. She's acting stink. She's right in the bedroom. Lucky, come on. Red, come on, show your face. But yeah. But meanwhile, I guess we can until somebody gets on, I guess we can talk about someone invited us to a wedding in December through the chats, and I'm looking forward to that. That's in December. We leave on December 9th. We arrive December 10th, and someone said, "Come to the. I'll be looking forward to meeting you and come to the wedding." I can't wait for that. That'd be great. Even though we got another wedding we got to go to in January, but I can't wait for this wedding in December also, if we get the invite. But I got you tomorrow. I'm not going live tomorrow. I'm going live on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday, Red. Just show your face. Anyway, mob justice today. Where all my people's at. We only got 7 in the chat. Red is one of them, so we got 6. She doesn't count. So wow. I'm still waiting. Last time, all the other ones we did, we had 3 and 4 and 5 people on early. What's going on today? So that's the discussion. Mob justice. Waiting for someone to tell me about it. Anybody, someone, anybody. Yeah, I guess for now on, I'm gonna have to have a backup topic of discussion. So, but also, Red's birthday is January something, January 8th, and we're climbing Table Mountain. So if you guys want to join us climbing Table Mountain in Cape Town, that would be awesome too. We can have a good old time. You know what? I wonder if Assad knows about mob justice. I don't know. Let me see if I can contact Assad. It's kind of like late notice, but you never know. See, I got people right now just giving me the thumbs up. They waiting to hear about street justice. So somebody please jump on and let me see if I can get somebody on right quick. I'm gonna get somebody to jump on. Are y'all still going through load shredding? That might be the issue. Load shredding might be the issue. Are y'all still going through load shredding right now? Load shedding. I'm sorry. I keep saying shredding. Load shedding. That might be the reason why nobody's really on right now. But topic is street justice. Anyone can help me out here. I'm really surprised, y'all. Y'all quiet today. What's going on? Load shedding. Okay. Load shedding. I think someone told me they was on like category 3. Did they call it category or stage? What is it called, y'all? Someone told me earlier. Monday told me it's called country on stage 3. Stage 3 load shedding. So somebody please come on in and we can get this topic going. My boy Monday, I don't care. Somebody. Red, you jump on. That's me and you talk. You ain't doing nothing. You in the room pretending like you working. You ain't doing nothing. So, man, somebody come on in. How was you guys' weekend? I hope y'all enjoyed it. Me and Red ain't do too much. You're not doing no work. Me and the wife, we didn't do too much this weekend. We still trying to get this move together. After the podcast is over, I'm gonna go to the storage and I'm going to start unpacking stuff and selling stuff, and because like we told y'all, we not bringing anything again. So we're gonna sell everything, downsize, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So that's what I gotta do after this part is over. It might be over faster than I thought. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And after that, I'll be home. Here go my brother Josie. I always can count on Lozy. Lozy, you on
Oh hey. Yes, brother Stacy. Yeah, how are you, brother Stacy?
What's up, man? How are you?
No, I'm good.
Can you tell me about this street justice, man?
Oh yeah. But before I go in, I watched your previous live video, but I watched after this live stream where you had your Zulu Papa. I think he's your father-in-law.
Yeah, he's my father.
He's a cool man.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Lozy, you're going in and out again. Lozy.
Hello. Oh, sorry. I was receiving a call and it paused my internet. But anyway, he touched on some few things. I think it's yourself. You touched.
He touched on what?
That you were going, that were happening with you, and I was just trying to follow up if you okay,
Yes. Yesterday
you touched on few things that you were going through, like you said you were not okay. Like I think it was like a week ago on that video.
Yeah.
The reason why you didn't do the live stream that you were supposed to do before that one.
Yes. Well,
Hello,
what
can you hear me,
happens
Stacy?
is I can explain to you what happened. What happened was I drive trucks for a living, and as I'm driving, I get a little dizzy sometime, and I might get a little faint. And at some point, I realized that it wasn't safe. I did it for about a month and a half, just struggling every day. And one day I was like, "Yo,
Oh, okay.
this is not safe." So I shut it down, and I haven't worked now. And I want to say maybe 3 weeks to a month. So I went to the doctor. I got an
Yeah.
MRI. I got an EEG. I got some blood work done. And on Monday at
Oh,
4:30, I get all my results back.
okay, no, that's good. Hope for the best, man. Because you mentioned that you grew up very well. You didn't experience much of like a health problem. So I hope you. But you know, when you grow up, sometimes at a certain age, you start to discover certain things about yourself. I think it's normal, you know. It happens. Yeah, but on the street fight, the street justice, it's a weird culture of ours this side. Yeah, it goes down sometimes. But I think these days it's no longer more prevalent like in the like I would say 20 years ago, 15 years ago. Because I once saw it I think twice happening in my life. And one time it involved a murder. They literally killed the guy who was very problematic in our community. Yeah, it was back in my hometown when I was still in high school. And you know, when I was in high school, our community was very violent. So we had like a very violent community. I don't know now because I'm no longer. I won't say I live there now. It's been like 12 years since I'm not living that side anymore. But it used to be very violent. And how the street justice works, it's like it doesn't it's not like a criminal or those who are problematic in the community. It's not a one offense thing. So the community observes these people and they keep on committing, probably if it's a crime, they keep on committing crime, and most of the times they commit a specific crime. If it's rape, most of the people that get killed, most of the times it involves rape. If you rape and they like literally show, most of the times it's people who raped before and repeat it, then they get caught. And then if it's the community, they most of the time they don't do justice. They literally can kill that person. And then house breaks, like petty crimes, like where you keep on doing house breaks, stepping people with knives, and sometimes these guys they even commit these crimes on the elders, and that's where even the community get even they don't apply justice. If you had the elders, they come so hard on you, they might even kill you. So we always the best position is to be in a position where if it's these guys who commit criminals, the police must find them first before the community. They safer in that regard. And sometimes yeah, and sometimes the police comes there, and by the time the community is on you, even the police can't do anything. Remember, even the police themselves, they're still human beings. They live among the communities, so they get to be told that you guys stand there. When we're done with him, we will hand him to you guys. And sometimes by that, but most of the times, if the police are watching, they don't kill him because you don't want to take the blame for the murder now. They just discipline that person. you,
Wow.
you don't want, but what I like about the community, the streets just the beauty of the streets justice is that they really know how to. I think the community knows how to deal with criminals than even the police themselves. You know,
Wow.
back in the days when the communities were even much stronger in terms of the watchdogs of our communities, we had these old men around in every community, or old timers who will look after. We know that they're the guardians of the street, and once they say, you know what, we going in to find some of such a person like this, the whole community will follow, because those people were elected to be the leaders of community in such instance where the police are failing the people. And after the community clears anything, it can go for years with no crime. it's no, it can go for years with no crime.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy, man. Because so you saying the criminal might be in better hands with the police than the local people?
the thing, the thing is with the local people, with the locals is that some people are frustrated, right? You find that some people are just frustrated with their personal life. They're gonna lash on all that. They're gonna lash all that out. Even
Wow.
a person who has never beaten anyone in the past, you know, they will that day you will see that, you know what, they've got their own game on. You know, it's crazy. But then it's said if a community now they do the street justice on the wrong person. I would never heard of it happening, but I think it's possible. You know, if they caught a wrong person, and then, yeah, in
I
that
think
instant, I think that's why the government is really, but it doesn't allow it to be practiced because they know that a wrong person can fall a victim of the
mhm,
street
mhm.
justice.
I think here back in the days they had street justice a lot. I mean, like back in the days, the drug dealers they wouldn't let the kids that had a promising future get involved in that kind of lifestyle. They would actually protect the kids. You know, if a little boy was really good at basketball or football and he wanted to get involved with the streets, the drug dealers wouldn't let those guys do that. They would defend
Mm.
those guys. They would give those guys money to keep them out of the streets. But nowadays, I don't think it's any honor amongst men. You know, it's whatever nowadays.
Yeah, but yeah, that was like a gangster culture because at the level of gangsters, if they organize themselves, they create their own communities where they want to keep their business very well within the community because they know what they're doing is wrong. So they tend to play the as like the villains. The villains they tend to do good, a little good, and then enough bad. You know. so
Yeah.
so what I've seen is that because I grew up in the villages, there were also gangsters there, but the gangsters were like the community knew them, and they were also the watchdogs of the community. What I've seen when I came to the big cities now coming to school, I realized that the problem in the big cities was so huge because the big cities are not communities. There's strangers every day, people walking in and out. So there's no that body of organization that is really watching the streets. It's left to the government. And you can find someone living Japan, Asia, or South America or North America. Or West Africa or East Africa coming to do any legal stuff in that community because it's not really a community, it's for everyone, you know.
Mhm.
So that's why I saw that the drugs are more pushed in the big cities because nobody's really watching the community. People are comfortable. Now, if you go to places like Soweto, those are proper established communities. In places like Soweto, you find the elders who watch over those communities. I mean, there's even Soweto government, things like that. So you cannot mess around there. Even the gangsters that are there, they know their boundaries and they know how to maneuver there. You cannot just be selling drugs to school kids. I don't think it's prevalent to many areas like when it comes to the big cities. The big cities, it's easy to get away with crime from my own observations. So the townships, the rural areas, it's really not that easy.
Okay. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Because I mean, I don't know if you heard about the reason why I chose this topic today was because did you hear about the rapper that got killed in LA yesterday?
No, I always hear about the Republic killed, but this one I haven't. I haven't heard about this one. But
Okay.
I think it's because it's too early, maybe.
Maybe.
What is his name?
His name is P and B Rock. I had never heard of him until he got killed yesterday. He's a 30-year-old black man, and that bothered me. But what really bothered me more was that he had a 9-year-old daughter.
Yo,
You
yo,
know,
that's
that's what bothered me even more, and that's why I wanted to talk about this because,
why was he?
huh?
How did he die, and why? How, like, how did the whole
He
scene
was
happen?
he was walking in this area in L.A. and he was giving they was trying to rob him. So it was actually a robbery turned
Mm.
murder.
What I've seen with the young Black Americans, especially because hip hop is now like it's very influential among the young Black American men. I mean, I grew up on hip hop. I probably don't know about this because I stopped to listen to hip hop probably 12 years ago. I listened to hip hop in that era of Cash Money, G Unit, and those commercial guys. And then at some point, because we literally listen to more of house music this side, then I'm used to house music. I left hip hop, but also maturity. I just got to a point where it didn't make sense for me, you know. But
Mm.
that's why I don't know these young rappers of today that are popping out there and doing the things. But also, what I wanted to say is what I've seen with the young Black American men is that they've got that aggression. In South Africa, if I'm in a position where someone wants to rob me, especially if it's a celebrity, I believe the guys will just let that person. If they want cell phone money or they want to take your car, we won't want to defend ourselves, especially if those guys are armed. You know, if someone is holding a gun, I mean, you're not gonna want to fight that person. What I've seen with young Black American guys, I think is the environment that side. They're not scared of dying. Right? It's crazy. Because I believe maybe he tried to fight back or do something about it. Did he try
These
to fight back?
I don't know. I don't know did he try to fight back or not, but I'm thinking he probably did. You know, but
Yeah.
these young kids nowadays are a whole lot different than when I was growing up. You know, when I was growing up, you know, we respected our elder people. You know, everything was yes ma'am, no sir, no ma'am. Nowadays, these little American kids, man, they are rude as hell, man. Is and I'm not saying all, you know what I'm saying, but you know, it's not the same
Mm.
as it was 30 years ago. I mean, and it probably shouldn't be, but the level of respect is no longer
It
there.
went down.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's crazy. You know, even my kids at some point, you know, I gotta check them too. You know,
True, true.
you know what I mean? My kids are not exempt from this. You know, when they do stuff that I don't agree with, I check them in a minute. Even my
But
oldest,
yeah, that's how old is your oldest?
24.
Is he or she?
This is she.
He old. You. I was going to add and say I thought by the era of Shoot Knight and that whole death era where there was Biggie and I thought that was the most violent era. But I think there's a silent violent among the young, especially in the hip hop culture in USA, which I think it's really not been paid attention to. And if you look at hip hop or rap, back in the days, even the record deals in the I would say in the hood, they used to be owned by the elders. Like I mean, if you look at Shoot Knight and many of his guys, they were old. You know? These days, I think it's more of young guys. You know, it's just younger guys and running the industry, and it's just chaos.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah,
should
but I mean, we are not new to violence. Here in South Africa. We're not new to violence as well. Things like that they happen daily, where people try to rob people, especially in the big cities. It's crazy.
we got 15 people watching. If you don't know what the topic is mob justice, street justice, and SA. And the reason why we're talking about this is because a young brother got killed here in America yesterday, I believe, in LA. And what disturbed me was that he had a 9-year-old daughter. You know, so now it's a little girl that doesn't have a dad anymore. Monday, what's up, brother?
Hey, I'm good, man. I'm good. And you?
I'm pretty good, man.
Am I audible?
Yeah, huh?
Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Hear you loud and clear.
No. Yeah, my lighting is not good because of load shedding right now. It's 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I kind of figured. That's why we was messaging back and forth earlier. I was like, if I don't hear from you, I'm thinking it's load shedding. Load shedding.
No, good. No, man. Look, yeah, I had even connecting late, man. But look, yeah, the mob, it happened. Yeah, I don't know whether Lozi told you about the story of the guys that where the community came out and take the look. I think because there's so many things. It's a cocktail of things. Because sometimes guys will do things knowing that they'll go to the prison and then they come out. It's like a holiday, pay holiday, and then you see, let's say someone does something to you, and then out of 2-3 months they're out or whatever. Yeah, yes, and you lost a loved one. I'm not saying I'm condoning mob justice, but I don't know. It's a hard topic that needs to be addressed, both in the US and here.
Yeah, but see,
does it make sense?
It makes sense. The thing is, if you just keep getting a smack on the wrist for doing things over and over again, how is that affecting you? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's the thing. Yeah.
Something needs to be done to make you realize that, yo, if I do this, something is really, really bad is going to happen to me.
Look, let me put it like this, Stace. We used to have a death penalty, capital punishment. We abolished that. Okay. So now, when someone does something, it's normally would be about your 10, 20 years. Our life sentence is about 25 years max, or with parole or whatever. So now, there's no repercussion. There's nothing that you fear to say, if I do this to Stace, this is going to happen to me. That's what equals the community, because you go there, you get your education. It's like a paid holiday. I'm paying. You do wrong to me, and I'm paying for you as well. It's my tax money that keeps you alive there. That's my tax money that makes you. It's really. I know I got friends who I disagree with because they say it's not the way to go. I'm also knowing that, but look, walk a mile in someone else's shoe, who has lost something, who has lost, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know they in the United States, in Illinois, a couple of days ago, they came out with some kind of ruling to say that in January of 2023, so we're talking in like 4 months, they're going to release 1,000 criminals because it's just overpopulated.
Same here. We have a president's pardon. Time and again, that will happen. Look, I'm not saying that the guys who are remorseful doing good. It's like there's no. Let me give you a scenario. There's a program that we used to watch called Special Assignment. That there was a guy that went into one of these hardcore prisons in Cape Town. This guy was in prison. He told the guy, like, when they interview him, he said, look, I'm leaving prison. He had to go out to do something so he can go back, because life is easier inside than outside. Outside you have to hustle yourself. There you don't have to hustle. If you're a general, whatever that you are, you get your meals as by the law you have to give in meals, and you got people work for you. So can you imagine that? Me outside hustling, if I don't do anything, I'll sleep hungry. No one's gonna look out for me. So now I was saying that my point to what I'm making, that the guy just like he was about to be released. He left his stuff, said, "Don't touch my stuff. I'm coming back in the next 2 months."
Wow. I understand your point, because us thinking that we like being out, but there's some people that actually like being in.
Exactly.
Like you said, they get 3 square meals. They got a bed, they got water.
Yes.
And and guess what? They have no responsibility.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So you're absolutely correct, man. Some people just like the being locked up, especially they got respect on the inside. If they, like you said, if they the man and they got people working for them and people that fear them, why would I do that? I can stay right here.
Actually, I call the shots,
Yeah. And now
True.
out there in the free world, I'm just another man.
You're just another man. You're just another man. I walk up to you and then I don't know who you are. I don't give you
Right.
props. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's a
absolutely.
thing. Look, it's a twofold in a way. Really, I feel that mob justice is not something to condone, but I think our authorities need to step up. Need to step up really. We got heinous crimes. We got really heinous crimes, and people. There's no. Funny enough, I mean, our just 2 weeks ago, one of the former justice, they're trying to abolish isolation. What is this called now? You do a crime inside prison, you go for the for isolation. I forgot the wording of it. They're fighting that. They say it's inhumane. Just even that on its own, someone are trying to cut it out to say like it's inhumane. It's supposed to be correctional. Our prisons are called correctional services. We're supposed to correct people, but now if we put them in the isolation, we're creating monsters. But now people are doing crimes while they're in jail, and they got those isolation because you are being punished for doing whatever that you've done out of being in sentence.
Yeah, and then you're doing more stuff on the inside.
More stuff on it. Yes.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
crazy. But the thing with it is here though, compared to the things that goes on there, you know, people here, the criminals here, it seem like they don't even get nothing happens. You know what I mean? When black folks get killed here, it's just another black folk off the street, another black person dead. You know,
That's
and
bad.
you got all these white people and even black people killing blacks, and what I've noticed there is that you don't have to worry about being black and being killed. It's by the cops. You know what I mean? Because
No,
you ain't got to worry about that.
no, no.
And that's why
It's
I
not.
find it kind of it's kind of like mind-boggling to me to where when I hear some of you guys want to come over here, you know, now if you guys want to come over here for like 5 years and say I'm going to rack some money up and I'm going back home, I understand your hustle. Get your hustle on. But just to say you want
Yeah.
to come here and live the American dream, that ain't our dream. That's their dream.
Like I said, I think you guys have opened our eyes. We would open to our eyes to what reality is, not the TV world, because most of us like grew up in the late 70s and 80s. We always see the Bill Cosby's. That's America. That's how America
No,
is. You see,
no,
yeah, we
no.
always thought of that, and then now having this interaction, talking to you, seeing this, and then realize no, this is definitely not. So now you look. I'm happy where I am. Let me try and make it better for the next generation, and the next, and the next, and the next, and also try to build that for that black man, black world. I mean, really, we need to come together, because look, you guys got the experience that we don't have, and we've got the manpower. You know, like
Mhm.
or if the UAS guys or black American can come over and just find opportunities, because when you come, there are things that you see that we can't see that
Yeah,
can benefit everyone. I mean, look,
yeah.
So yeah,
Just think about the stuff that me and you talk about online, you know, offline. And, you know, and you be like,
yeah,
nah, man, we ain't got that. I never heard of that. What that is?
yes.
How many times
What are these?
I sent you stuff and you like, yo, what the hell is
I
that?
know, I know. Some of it don't even see.
Don't, you
So
know,
that's a thing. That's a thing. There are things that you guys have that we don't have, and there are things that we have that you guys can make it better. Because look, truth be told, South Africa is modeling ourselves out of the American culture in a way, and I feel that in a way we know most of the American movies and that stuff and the culture, and also I see that and the African, our brothers like this. So let's say South Africa is America of Africa. Not exactly that I agree with that. It's just that how they view us to say this is what's happening, But basically, is that we modeling ourselves based on you. So now there are things that we have of which we've gone past that. You know, the pros and the cons of whatever that we might be trying and doing.
yeah, I agree, man.
Yeah.
And I
Good,
hope that
good,
we
good.
can actually get together and do business together, because it can be, you know, it can be something good, man, something great.
Yes,
All of us getting together and figuring out a way we can make our families better, make the next generation better.
better. You know, I
Mhm.
never told you this. That the one thing that made me sad. I saw that. I think I told you maybe. These Ukraine guys that were in the U.S. They're doing a story of a cat, that missing cat during the war. So they had to ship the cat to the U.S. And then they came there. When I saw those guys, I mean, they're white guys and like everyone else, but I found that they could assimilate into the society of the US. They can even do the harm to the original people in US, to the black American, because they're white. This because they can learn the tricks from whatever that's the white people are doing. Like, I'm just saying they can be racist. They can be do. I'm not saying they are, but
Mhm,
they can assimilate, because once they're on the street, you don't know who they are. So now in reverse, you coming here, you assimilate, you just become one of us. No one can tell you stays until you open your mouth. I mean, they say, okay, then you're from US. That's
Yeah.
it. But other than that, it's assimilation. I was saying, because those guys, if you look at them, they're white as everyone else. I mean, they're on the streets. They walk around everywhere. Nobody knows that they are former Ukrainians who
Mhm.
moved because of this, and they're assimilating, and they're doing the things that. But now the thing is, like, what I'm raising this, they'll get better right than my fellow brother because
Mhm.
of the skin color.
Well, I got one even better. Let's use Elon Musk as an example.
Yes,
He's not white, but you know what? He can come here and get in those doors that I can't get into because of his complexion,
correct.
because he looks like them.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
true,
So
true,
that's the exact same thing you're talking about, right?
true, exactly. So now, for races that, I mean, here we got PEE, of which you qualify as a citizen. So now, sort of documents, and then we're on business. There's Lozi there. All the guys that are there to help out. We just a phone call, anything away for you to help what you need. Um, if you look at it in a broader sense, you must be with the people that believes in you. That's
Yes.
wants you to be with them. You know, appreciate you, because look, stays. We only appreciate you for who you are. Not education, no qualification, no anything else. Just
Mhm.
for yourself, that you are who you are. That's it.
And that's appreciated 100%, man. Me and my wife, we love that, and I'm pretty sure all the other Americans that's coming in there, they love the same thing. Because, like you said, all you see is us. You don't know what's in our pockets. You just know what we present to you guys. And as far as
Yeah.
from what I see, all the Americans that are going and there, man, they got nothing but good plans. Trust me. Everybody got a good plan on that they plan on putting in place. All of them.
Oh, true.
Also,
No, nice talking to
just
you,
to
man.
add, just to add on what Brother Mondi is saying, it's true. I once had Trevor Noah, who's now, everybody knows Trevor Noah.
Yes.
He said before he came to USA, he was obviously a comedian. He was touring around the world. He was starting to get established. But he said one thing that America taught him is the stage performance. So he was doing his thing, but when he got to America, one thing he learned there was that the stage performance, how to present yourself at the stage. The reason I'm saying that this is because the black Americans have got an advantage, I think, above any other black group because you guys lived in one of the most advanced countries in the world. So there is an environmental experience that comes with that just by being there since you were. The whole
Facts.
surrounding, the whole system. Which as imperfect as America is, they have created one of the most consistent system, that I believe Black Americans naturally have evolved under that system to have. So that's why you guys say when you come to South Africa or Africa in general, you see lots of opportunities that the locals don't see. It's because of that coming with that surrounding of where you come from, because you can bring a lot of things that you grew up around on the continents to help the people of Africa in that regard.
I agree.
Certain things cannot be bought with money.
I agree with you 100%, man. And the thing is, it can be something very little that we take for granted that you guys would just love. Like I said, man, me and my brother up there Monday, we be talking, and I'll be sending him stuff, and he's just like, "Damn, man, what's that?"
Yeah,
And for
was
me,
exactly.
for me, it's nothing because I mean, I see it all the time.
True. Nah, I echo
100%.
what Lucy said. I echo what he said. Seriously, I do.
Yeah, I agree 100%, man. And Trevor Noah's a big. We've seen Trevor Noah twice. We love the brother, man. We seen him twice, and he's a real good guy, and I like his story. I love his story.
Yeah,
Mm,
he's got a story to
yeah.
tell. I was only disappointed on a personal level with him because I feel like he had no choice but to chase the bread. But I feel like he sold into the American politics. But that's a topic for another day. But he's still doing his
Yeah.
thing, you know. He's still doing his thing, and that's good. You know.
Yeah,
But he
That's good.
inspired me. He inspired me about that story of what he learned from America in terms of the stage performance. That was like a it's a simple thing. It sounds like it's a simple thing, but looking at Trevor Noah, I thought he was perfect leaving South Africa as the way he was performing. And he himself, he said he got into America and even got better. I was like, whoa, this is on another
yeah,
level, you know.
yeah. Because I mean,
Yeah,
think about this. He was just probably catering to the black folks. But when he got here, he had to cater to the black folks and the white folks and everybody else. So when he figured out
true,
how to cater to the white people and
true.
all of them started loving him and liking him,
Yeah.
he made it.
That's one
Yeah,
thing I'm
that's
proud
true.
of him. You know, I'm proud of Trevor Noah in a sense that not all African migrants, when they come to America, they do this, but there are some who do this. When they come to America, they get the higher positions to be influential in the politics. They tend to, I would say, sell out, where they tend to want to separate themselves from the black indigenous black Americans who are there. They tend to push the ideologies that could be against what black Americans want to achieve. But what I've seen with Trevor Noah is that he has been consistent in what he stood for. You know, he's literally still black. He's representing the black masses there. So that's one thing I've seen him consistently doing. He doesn't speak down on the black Americans he found there. He actually admires them a lot. So I was proud of him for doing that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree,
that's true.
man.
True.
I agree about Trevor, man. I agree. But when you start seeing that the numbers go up in your bank account, it might change you. I mean,
It
I,
might.
I can't speak on that. You know, I don't have them kind of numbers. But when you start getting those crazy numbers, you just never know, man. You never know.
I know for sure I'm gonna
Yeah.
change, man. I know myself. I'm not that too strong. I'm ain't coming back. I'm out.
Stays.
Those numbers are crazy. I might lose myself. You know, I'm not too
You know,
strong. You know, I
Nosy,
know myself. I know my
Nosy, you just
weakness.
said you're gonna change.
I'm out. I'm out with those numbers. Nah, man. Cut me out. Sell out. As long as my bank account keeps going up, you know, I'm not that too strong. At least I know my weakness. You know,
Yeah.
You got to know yourself, right?
Not true.
He
Not
said he
true.
know he going he know he out. How about you, Monday? You gonna be the same person? You gonna change?
Look. I think so because true. I don't know. I think so. I'm not sure. I'll say yes. I can hold on as long as I can. But you know what? Yeah, money talks. Eh?
Money talks,
But not to
man.
sell. Not to sell out. Not to sell out though. Not to sell out though. No, not that much.
Yeah,
You know.
honestly, I think if I had it the way Trevor Noah or some of these other people will have it, you know, I will get me a better car, you know, a bigger house. But as far as me, my personality, I still think I'll be
Nah.
me. I'll be me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
True.
You know, but the house and the car, oh yeah, that's definitely gonna be upgraded.
Go bowling. Go bowling.
Definitely, definitely.
you know, I think you guys are I've seen it all. You know, I'm still young. That's why I say, you know what, I can't be certain. You know, at a young age, you don't know the worst enemy that you are. You know, what I mean, now you don't know the devil that is really inside you. So hey,
Yeah.
money can be tricky. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, hi, Leslie. She said, Do you at least appreciate America for making it possible to move to Africa with them dollars?" Yes,
Of course. Yes.
yeah.
Of course. Of
You
course.
know,
Of course. Of course.
I can't sit here and say everything bad about America. It's just not.
No.
No one thing is all bad. You know what I'm saying? So yes, America gave me the opportunity to make the next move that I'm going to make. Not Texas, America in general, because whatever we did in Texas, we could have did anywhere in the United States. So
Yeah, I still think America, in terms of building your career, your stability, it's the best. I think most Black Americans that are retiring to the continent now, they just looking for comfort. You know, that place where they don't have to worry about their safety, where they can be equal citizens. Because you can be a billionaire, a Black billionaire in America, you might still not be comfortable. You might still feel like anything can happen to your wealth or yourself as well.
Yeah, I agree.
No, the funny thing is, I remember Dr. Assad talking about a mayor that is known in his territory, but as soon as he moved out of the county, whatever, that he's just a regular guy.
Definitely.
So now, so really, out of all the worries I have, yes, I would be worried about a criminal. I mean, which affects us all. But as far as the cops are concerned, look, I've been driving here now for 2 years without a proper license. Not a license. Like my license expired before in the middle of COVID. I still haven't got the time to go and renew it. It's my delayed. I'm bad, I know, but even though I come across them, there's no fear of any altercation and stuff like that. I had to explain myself.
You're exposing yourself. They're watching you. The
I
government
know.
They're going to make sure that they stop you next time.
I know, but I need to fix it as soon as possible. But I'm just saying that's how the system is. You know what? I feel our police system it might have some bad, but that's it works in that department. That I don't have to fear for my life. Like Losa says, your system works. Education works. So you guys coming with it, just your mind. Just bring your mind to help us build this country, because we're just a young democracy, 28 years old. So in what would become of South Africa in the next 100? You know, with all of us working together, we don't know.
I agree. Now let me piggyback on this whole thing about your non-driver's license. So if with us, and my driver's license is good, my wife's driver's license is good also. But what I can tell you is this: good driver's license, not drinking, not smoking, nothing. Okay. If a cop came behind us, we are nervous, especially if it's a white. If we look through the rearview mirror or the side mirrors and we see it's a white cop, hands on top of the steering wheel, we got the windows rolled down already. We already asking, do you want to see my license? We asking them questions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because when they pull us over, we don't know if we're going to get out of that situation or not. And we can be clean. We can be clean. Not drinking, not smoking, nothing. We can be totally clean, and our license is totally good. We do not know if we're going to leave that situation.
So now, Stace, just sorry, Los. Just to ask them, in my situation, if role were reversed, would I come out of this one alive in your country now if I were to drive there without the license, with a good license, that is?
You just never know. That's the thing. You just never know.
You must listen to McG interview with Lebo. You know Lebo M, who won the Grammy.
Yes, I haven't done it.
Yeah. Yes. He will when he was living in America, he touches on a lot of things that happened to him. Few things, but he didn't go to details. But you can get the gist of the story. Brother Stacy, just to give you a good advice, when you come to South Africa, if they stop you, what accent are you using in America? Is it Texas accents or what? Just make sure that you raise it. You own your best Texas accent. They might even give you a salt, but just make sure that your accent is more affluent. You know, you don't even raise it. You know, they'll be even more soft on you.
I don't know, man, but you know what? Man, please. Everyone thinks they smart. I don't know who that, but Leslie again said, I promise you are going to wish for good police service in SA. My wife said, please appreciate a lot. We appreciate a lot of things about America. America's a great country, but it has parts that I can't live without. I can't live with anymore.
True. True.
Yeah,
True.
but can
No
I
country is perfect.
Can I address that? I'm gonna sound controversial, but you see, America, it's good, you know, but these people mustn't push it down our throat, because the wealth of America was built on exploiting the entire globe. So even Black Americans were exploited to build that country. Yes, we are saying it's good, but it's not just good. It's where it is because of exploiting and destroying many countries. So they cannot just keep on rubbing that on our faces as if it's just this perfect oiled machine. Yes, the system there is running, but how that system was built is really not something impressive. So they must just cut that out and
I
stop
agree.
it, because I see they keep bringing this as if America is this glorious thing. It's not that glorious. It was built on colonial system. That's what it is. That's why we ain't celebrating that queen of theirs who died in UK, and thank God. I hope it was painful enough. You know, I hope it was just painful enough in the last breath. That's it.
I agree.
They must cut that out.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't care one bit about what happened to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No. We have our own issues that we're dealing with. No. Yes.
I agree. I agree.
No, true.
But
No, it's high time. So it's high time that we. You know, I was even thinking that with the exodus of guys coming in the next 100 years, we won't be surprised that a president of South Africa will be a descendant of these lots of yours guys coming from here. Because look, you never know what's going to happen. Think of Trump. His grandfather came to America in 1901 or something, 1900, and he became a president. So now, how could that not happen in the next? Because look, by coming and taking citizenship and becoming a member, assimilating and doing everything what's stopping you from becoming the next president? Your generation and generations.
Oh man,
To become,
because
it's endless.
You got to talk to Assad about that one. Assad can be the president. You know, Assad talked a good game. He can be the president.
No, the game is over for Assad. Sorry, Assad is in my group. It's over for us. His sons, yes. For his sons and everyone else, yes, it's good. Yeah, no, it's game over for us, guys. Let's prepare this. Let's prepare the plans for the next generation.
Assad will give us a speech every weekend. You know, we'll receive a speech every weekend.
Hey yo, the speech would be dead on too.
True.
You will every point, every bullet, it'd be dead on. It'd be a great speech. Everybody will stand up clapping.
He will be addressing this load shedding every weekend, right? He will be addressing this load shedding every week.
And the answer to load shedding might be coming through from some of your guys. You never know.
You never know, man. You never know.
You never know.
Speaking of that, what will I need to have so I can avoid that to a certain extent?
I was actually, this is crazy. I was actually, before you close the show today, I was going to ask you to do a show with us on load shedding, but I just need enough time to do more research on my side as well, because I know, but I think I need to just prepare for that day. So let's have a day where we can just discuss the load shedding so that we can clear certain things, because I don't think it's yet to stay. You know, they definitely working on it, but we just need to do more research on it.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Currently, if you see my lightning is still on light, and I'm using light and the USB for my Wi-Fi and stuff, but it doesn't take that long if the battery dies. But I think, like Loza said, that you need to do more research, so we can give you more information as well. We can share information and distribute what we have.
Okay, I'm down with that. I know before I had thought about this topic for today, my topic was going to be, why do people outside of South Africa dislike South Africa? You know, because I do a lot of I look at a lot of videos from people in Ghana or West East Africa, and they ask questions like, would you prefer to be here in Ghana or South Africa? And a lot of them say their country. And then when I do my research on their country, I'm like, nah, man, I want to be in South Africa. And a lot of them say a lot of stuff that's kind of hurtful. And I'll be like, I wonder why. Yeah, so I'll go first, Mundi, and you'll come second, because this is a subject that touches me a lot. If you go on TikTok now, if you're based in South Africa, you won't pass few video clips. You have
before you haven't seen another African outside South Africa speaking bad about us. And if it was
Yes.
if it was white folks, it's expected, you know, I could understand. But for us, it's like most countries on the continent, the only people who seem to get along with us a little, it's the Namibians, the Botswana, and the Sotos, which are
Yeah.
more or less more closer to us. But the rest, but also some of them, they use the xenophobic attack that once happened back in the days here in South Africa as an issue. And I think I'll blame our government for this. Our government is actually making Africans fight among each other because you see, our government and their laws, they are proper humanitarian laws. They're good, right? But they're not practical for an average man on the ground. So certain things that they have allowed into the country have made more clash with the South Africans and other African migrants because what they trying to achieve, it's unsustainable. It could have happened in any country. I mean, historically we have seen the Nigerians chasing the Ghanaian people out of their country. Same with the Ghanaians, they did it to the Nigerians. Same with I think there was an issue of Zimbabweans with the Zambians. There's currently an issue of the DRs, the Congolese with the Angolans crossing their border as well. There's an issue between Congo and Rwanda, between the President Paul Kagame. He's working with the West, stealing resources in Congo. There's issues. There has been issues with the border of Kenya and Somalia as well. You know, everywhere. But we're the ones who get the most smoke. I think that smoke comes from the fact that South Africa is probably the most developed on the continent. Probably everybody will want to be here, be it legal or illegal. And I think that's where the issue arises. So when South Africans raises the issue of illegal migrants, the Africans cheat and combine that as if South Africans are against the migrants. It's just a psychological war, you know, because the South Africans are saying, look, we cannot accommodate the whole continent. Can we manage the migrants, illegal migrants? Can they leave the country? Then it doesn't sit well with the African. They've got their own agenda. So they make it as if South Africans are fighting their African brothers. You know? So it's a very complicated subject, but Mondi will add on it, on what I said.
Yeah. No, like, look, I'll say, like, since 94, we've been having everyone coming over. Not even a problem with that. The things now, we're having our own problems now with the high unemployment and the level of poverty, because now we need to fix ourselves. So now by voicing out that we have a problem of our porous borders, people have said porous borders, but what's the result of that? We'll have illegal immigration. That's we're trying to fix now. Government fixing that now, they'll point us back to xenophobia. And it's funny enough that how xenophobia is been thrown out. It's only South Africa that does it. Like Loza said, when anyone else is doing it, it's I don't know what they call it. It's immigrations. But like, look, we're good people. We love our neighbors. We love everyone else. But it's just that sometimes people will take that kindness, you know. I see now things that we've been, some of our guys have been pushed up. I mean, I was listening to someone saying that we go to Pretoria, there's all the saloons are owned by, like I'm saying, but we had our own mamas doing hair before 94, when the country was still closed up. We have barbers, we had saloons, we had all those things, but now it seems like, and then the thing that will get thrown out is that South Africans are lazy, you know, because no one knows, because someone, actually, you know, I think some people would prefer to have another guy from outside than to support a South African. That would be white, whatever that we give it that. But now the thing is, that to create war between us, because now I'm sitting at home, I'm not working. I'm just giving an example, and then someone is working. Now I feel like I'm supposed to be working, you know. So they think that now, but I know that with all of this coming up, we're opening opportunities, because look, we got guys, doctors from Nigeria and all those guys, professional, staying in Sentin. They don't even have they don't even worry about these problems. The problems on a grassroots level. The government must fix the problems on the grassroots level. Fix the problem, because now we got, I think the solution is about 350 that is given, which I feel that it's not addressing. Don't give a man a fish, teach a man how to catch a fish, you know, open up opportunities for our guys to work. Don't make us a dependent state. I mean, because now we're going to be, we're falling to a dependent state. And look, I admire South Africa for that, because if you listen to stories from the other countries, there's no grants for older people. We've got grant for older people. We've got grant for the children. We've got grants for different type of grants, disabled grants. So which is taking care of people that's not having anything else. So I feel that look, it's funny how each and every South African, when they speak, it's as if they're speaking for me. Like Lord knows what he says. I was exactly thinking that. And I remember with other topic, if you listen to the trend of what we're saying, it's not bad. It's not different to what other people have just been saying. We're not saying we hate, we don't hate anyone. We just want to fix our country. Let's fix. And also for us, I mean, look, Botswana, they're not giving us a problem because they fixed their own country. Namibia, you know, the country that we find we're having problem most is the guys there's the problem in that country, and then they all come in here. If the country can be fixed, I don't think that states, you got a budget for your own house. You know how much you spend in your own house. Now monthly comes with 4 people, and then they overstay their welcome. I was gonna be there for a year or 2. I end up staying 10 years. Come on, even a good Samaritan will say like, now, no, that's a bit much. Just go back to your house, just fix it, so we can be neighbor. From, you know, I can give you whatever you give, but in your place, you know, that's what we all ask for.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll also add that, you know, exactly what Mundi said. If everything I'm gonna say now is gonna just sit well with him, because it's as if I speak his mind. Because each and South African on the ground, they see these things happening, but we keep being silenced. We mustn't talk about it. We are told that we are xenophobic. It's like when white people want to raise the issues that affect their communities, and they are told that they are just being racist. It's really injustice that has been done to us. And just to take you back, Brother Stacy, so that you can, I think I might sound very controversial, but the build up of the new South Africa after 1994, it's very, very controversial, in a sense that if you look at how South Africa is operating today, the model is the same with how UK is operating and how America is operating, probably even Australia to a certain extent. And these are the colonial systems, you know. So if you look at it, is this: when the white minorities were ruling South Africa before 1994, when they introduced apartheid, they built electrical fence so that around Zimbabwe, Mozambique, and to an extent with Botswana as well, so that nobody can cross into South Africa, nobody can really cross out of South Africa. The biggest reason was this: they knew that they can exploit the locals for cheap labor. They almost got free labor from the locals. Some in some mine and construction companies, they will literally pay people with food, you know. Then after they abolished apartheid, that meant locals are welcome to compete with everyone in the economy, just like everyone equal. Then that means the minority can no longer get the cheap labor. So how do you sustain the cheap labor? You look at the desperate African countries that their economy is not doing well. You remove that electrical fence. Obviously, the economy of South Africa has been stable. Even the systems were built even during apartheid. So South Africa is the most industrial nation in Africa. There's manufacturing hubs. So they literally, that's like a capitalist system. They need cheap labor. So it's do you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. No. We hear. I think such a that close. Yeah, okay. We can hear. I think also just to cut you out.
So it's easy. It's easy to exploit. Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's easier to exploit people who are illegal migrants in a country, because even the union that has been formed after 19.
Lowe's, are you still there?
No, just to add on Lowe's what he's saying. Another thing with South Africans, we are very vocal.
So South African would.
You going in and out, Lowe's.
We lost you.
Yeah, we lost you, then you come back, then we lost you, then you come back.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, I was basically saying the influx of illegal migrants is a capitalist system. You look at what's happening with the Mexicans and the border of America. At some point, the left has allowed that in America to happen because that's how the capitalism works. They want that cheap labor to continue so that they can continue to industrialize. And basically in South Africa, they want that cheap labor to ship the final products to the Western countries. Even, you know that even South African fruits, we don't get the A grade as South Africans. We're basically getting, I think, the B grade. The best of our fruits is shipped to Europe. So you have to realize that South Africa is the only industrial country on the continent. They want to continue with the hubs of the manufacture, but they want free labor. So who else to exploit better than an illegal migrant who's not covered by the Union of South Africa that was born after 1994? So they literally continue with the apartheid system. They just integrated the system to behave in a new form.
I think one other thing states that all people who just when South Africa learned from the other countries, when they got independent, they dismantled everything that was there done. Look, for us, we didn't want to look. The system works. The only thing, we need to be part of the system. We need to come in the system and take over because the system works. We don't want to lie. The system works. It might be colonial, but now we need to put our African flavor. Work from this. Don't dismantle everything. Take what works, discard what doesn't work. You see, right now South Africa is developing because of that system. Look, it's been 28 years run by the black guy. Even though yes, they run the system in a white prof, but now they think that's why I have a problem with the ANC. That the two legs, they don't actually do things fast enough the way we want. If on hindsight, yes, I see that like Dr. Assad will say, South Africa is the best country with the black leadership. True, but as South African, we feel that they need to do more. I feel that it was good for them not to dismantle the system, but take over, because look, the system, our banking system works. Our whatever, like you can say, yes, education, we need to up it up there, but there are things that works that you can take over, and hence I would say, you guys with the experts of being American taught, I look at what the sister from Tanzania now that you just Ashley in Africa, she's in finance. She knows something about finance, that she can come into the finance sector and run with it, whatever that is. I was just listening to another topic today. They were talking, sorry, just to divide, talking about land. That how much land is South Africa a developing country to just to where's the state of South Africa in a way on Power FM. It was said that it's a willpower of our guys, don't willing to go an extra mile to do things. We don't even know how much land we own, because the what is it? The surveys that have been done, they've been done, but some of the properties are on the trust. Once you put something on the trust, you can't even reveal it. You don't know who owns what. So there's rumors that some people between 1994, some took land and put it on the trust to hide it for this specific thing now. So when the government go for the audit, it will audit all its own whatever that it can see. Anything under trust, they won't be able to quantify how much is that. But yes, the land is still on the white paper, of which it's not right. The majority is black. We need to share, because if we don't, I mean, look, I don't want to be better, but we need to. Our guys are bubbling under. We need to take care of our guys. We need to do that. And that's why we say we need to fix this. Some people must give us space just to fix this. I mean, look, it's not nice. I got cousins that are not working. I got sisters. I mean, everyone, someone that is not employed. So now, how do we fix that? And on top of that, we have other people to take care of as well.
Yeah, I know. Like maybe 2 podcasts ago, it was Lozy, and I think the brother name was Sia, S-I-Y-A.
Oh, Sia, yes. I remember. Yes.
We was going to talk about land. That's what we were going to.
No,
do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember. I saw that one. Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, we're going to probably get to that somewhere later, because there's some things I definitely want to know.
Yeah, no, true. Because what I also found in that podcast for doing that the thing now is that there's a two land. South Africa is is a country. There's a two country. Yes, we know that it's an unequal society, but also there's a land that is registered, which is with the deeds office, which is commercialized and everything else, like the houses in the township and in the suburbs. But there's communal land, which is the rural areas. That is also unaudited, of which is under the kingship, of which the person was. I'll send you that podcast if I have, just for you to listen to it. So when you do the land, you will know exactly how to go about, just to get in, because it was very informative. But now, one thing which is more common, it's a willpower. People were saying there's no willpower from our guys to push it, or even though they do push it, but we need to take care of our own. I mean, for now, that's my plea. Just if it's not like, remember, even for me, like, I'm not gonna get anything now. Let me prepare for my next generation. I mean, for my sons, my daughters, or just for the next guys. Pay it forward.
Okay. Yeah, we can see a longer. He just said that. Yeah, I'm here, Stace. We would talk about that land. Talk about land when time's set. Yeah, we might can do that next week sometime. Like maybe I'll be in Baltimore on Monday. I'll be back Tuesday. If you want, we can have that conversation on Tuesday or just whenever you guys want to have it. Because I know Thomas wants to buy some land. I don't know what me and Red want to do besides the restaurant. That's my thing. I love to cook. So my thing is I'm putting all my eggs in that one basket as far as cooking. That's what I want.
Cooking is concerned.
You know what I'm saying?
No, bring.
Yeah. So Stacy, the titles that I'll give you is that let's do load shedding next time, and then let's do the land as well, and then I would like to touch on the position of South Africa on the BRICS movement in the East. Maybe we can talk about BRICS as well.
BRICS?
BRICS, yeah. Brazil,
yes.
Russia, India, China, and South Africa.
Okay.
Yeah. And then maybe we can touch about the continent on the fifth one. So it can be the load shedding, then it can be the farm, can be the what was mentioned like it.
Hold on, let me jot all this down so I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, you said load shedding.
The
land issue.
Land and what else?
BRICS.
BRICS nations. BRICS nations is BRICS.
BRICS nation, BRICS.
Just to cut you off short, Lozi, just for a while. I like what Lozi said about BRICS, because BRICS, if you notice, Stacey, if you're not aware, those countries are doing something called a neutral currency, which gonna not exactly debunk the dollar, but trying to equal. I mean, just to equate.
Compete.
The situation just to compete. So now they're trying to look at the new currency. Currently, the new currency of all and anything is dollar. So now with that, but I think we can discuss that more on the next topic when you do that.
I'm gonna tell you, y'all gonna have me doing research. Y'all gonna have me doing research because I don't know a damn thing about BRICS or BRICS.
No, it's interesting. You must check that one. Everyone is talking about it now. It's like it's like G7 country. The G7 organization, Germany, USA, UK, and the rest. Yeah, it's something similar to that. And also another title will be that we can touch on the continent next time. Probably looking at the regions that are making breaking movements on the continent.
Breaking movements on the continent?
Yeah, countries like in the east, west, central, south, and north.
Okay. So we got load shedding, land, BRICS nation, and breaking movements on the continent.
Yeah.
All right. I'm down with that. Y'all gonna have me doing my research now. Well, I ain't got no job, so I can do all the research I need to do.
Yeah, that will help you a lot. Okay. And also, Stacey, I think most Black Americans they were strategically taught to neglect the continent for one reason. They knew that you guys have got proximity to the richest country in the world by economy. So they knew that you guys at some point you're gonna extract that economy. So they enclose the information of the continent because the continent is rich. You guys, if you knew about the continent so long ago, you could have came back to establish your own systems to extract the resources, the minerals. So if you look at, for example, now I'll speak on Zambia, for example. The Zambian currency is one of the fastest growing in terms of value on the continent and even by performance with the new admin. But the reason is because copper is currently on demand. That's a raw material. So basically, even if their currency is growing, it's not based on manufacture in the country, it's based on extracting raw materials, which is copper that is on demand. Now, even imagine if the rich class of Black Americans were really aware of the position of the minerals the continent has. You guys could have established your own mining industries that will settle in Africa and actually extract and manufacture the goods there. You know, so I feel like some of this information was deliberately hidden from you guys because that's how they keep the power. You know? I mean, it's power. You know, it's power play.
Okay. I'm gonna do my research. Like I said, Red might know about this already. I don't. This is new to me. So
guys, I had to love and leave you because my light is about to finish now.
Yeah, we can go and finish. We can finish up too. We've been on here an hour and 20 minutes.
I think
it's nighttime for you guys.
Yeah, so, I think I'm leaving as well. Brother Stacy, thanks for the meeting. And this was
thanks
nice.
For the meeting.
And show Brother Mondi.
Thanks for listening. Thanks. Nice talking to you, man. Thanks.
Right.
Stace, we'll talk offline as well, okay?
We sure will. Peace out, fellas.
Thanks, man. Cheers.
Everybody else.
Cheers. Bye. Okay, you too, man. Cheers. Bye.